Good morning, welcome back. Not been on the YouTubes for quite a while. I think the last video that I put up was maybe when I did my back injury, which is a long time ago. There's been a lot that's changed since that day, which I'll probably talk more about in a different video because I don't think I've updated the situation. Long story short, bulging disc compressing against my right sciatic nerve, which was obviously causing all the pain. So since then, a lot has changed in the way that I train. A lot has changed in the way that I move, but I am back training and I'm back to being able to do some sort of like regular gym sessions, but it does look a little bit different. But that is not the point of this video. The reason I'm recording today, and I'm going to start recording again, is to showcase me using what is soon to be a free program that you can also use. So I've just come back from Gran Canaria. I've put on a good amount of weight. I've gained about 10 pounds while I was away, which I don't even care about, to be fair. I'm not upset because that just means that I had a fun time, which I did. Plenty of food consumed, plenty of day beers drank. The whole point of going away, really. To be fair, like £5 of it has come off already inside the first couple of days. So that's why I never get too concerned, because a lot of it is just water weight and a lot of it will come off just by getting back into routine. But the whole point of this video today is that I'm basically developing like a free 4-week coaching program called Trim the Fluff, which is designed to give you all of your targets that you need for a 4-week period to get you started, to give you a clear path to follow over the course of 4 weeks, to give you some momentum to build into. So the idea behind me doing this is that I am going to be following the Trim the Fluff program for the next 4 weeks, documenting my progress through the 4 weeks, so that when it comes to being available for you to use, you can see that it actually works and that I follow the same kind of like systems that I'm going to give to you for free and showcase that it does actually work. So welcome to a day in the life, I guess. I've just had a couple of morning clients. The time is now 8 a.m. I'm now going to train myself, so I might put a few clips of that up as well. And then I'll take you through a day in my life. That is the workout complete. Second one back, hopefully this week, because I had the whole week off last week from training while I was away. This week now is just about getting the body moving again, rather than trying to go too hard too soon and burying myself for a week. Simple, just get the body moving again. That's all you need. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to chow down on this meal. For those who eat with their eyes, look away now, because this is the most boring, blandest meal ever. 4 boiled eggs, 4 pieces of low-fat bacon. Does the job. High in fat, high in protein, gets the box ticked. So once I've chewed down on this, I'll go into the office and then I'll get my laptop out and I'll show you how the Trim the Fluff program works and how it set me my targets for this week. So let me eat and then I'll be back very shortly. So I'm up here in the office. It is now midday, 12 o'clock, so a little bit more time has passed since my last meal. I've done some work and I'm now going to take another food break, because even though I'm dieting, your boy's still got to eat. But I'm going to run you through how Trim the Fluff works so you can see what I am following for the next 4 weeks. And obviously when the time comes when I make it available to public, you can also see how it's going to look for you. So if I flip my camera, so this is what you will see. Now this is like the first edition, if you like, so it might look a little bit different when it's made actually live to public. But this is basically what it is. It's a Google sheet, Google document, where it's all populated out with 4 weeks worth of data tracking, so you can keep tabs on things. Now this is just the master copy. This is my version at the minute. So here it is filled out for me. I've not filled out any of my measurements or anything like that just yet. But here is how it works. Simply, you'd put in all of this data here. So age, starting body weight, height, whether you are male, female, and your current average steps per day. And then what that does is it's got like a built-in sort of equation to work out your target. So as you'll see, based on my data up here for me, my starting targets are 165 grams of protein, 202 grams carbs, 60 fats, and roughly 2,000 calories. I've then also got targets for a refeed day, because what you'll see as I go down it is that there's allocated refeed days across the course of the 4 weeks. So that's my starting numbers for my my food. And then over here, you can see I've got my daily step target of 9,004 litres of water as well. So yesterday was my first day, so obviously you can see I filled a bit of that. Yesterday, I overcooked protein, but I would prefer to always over it if I can, just because it's a bit more, obviously keeps me a little bit fuller for a little bit longer. So 185 grams of protein, I did 214 carbs, so again, a little bit over, but I was 42 on the fat, so a little bit under. That worked out just under 2,000 calories. I think there's some maths off here, because in my MyFitnessPal, it worked out just over 2,000 calories. So we will see how things add up, and I'll make obviously the necessary adjustments. But as you can see up here at the top, I've got my daily target. So 5 days I'll be doing my 2,000 calories, and I've got 2 refeed days this week where I'll be doing 2,500 calories. So straight away, just by that, you can see there's no guesswork. I literally can see exactly what I'm aiming for. I know my daily food targets. I know that I've got 2 refeed days. I know I'm doing 9,000 steps per day. And at the minute, there's also no cardio, which I'll show you. Over here, there's a cardio target for the week as well. So it gives me a plan to follow straight away. Now, as the weeks go on, what you'll notice here is that my refeed days reduce, first and foremost. There's a little bit of cardio that gets added in. And then again, as the weeks go on, my overall food is reduced. I'm still doing 1 refeed day, but my calories overall are a little bit low, but my cardio is also a little bit higher. And this is all populated out by me simply putting in my starting stats, and then it just works everything out for me for the next 4 weeks. So the idea behind it is that there's no guessing. You're just simply doing what the program says. Over the course of the 4 weeks, it gives you like an expected total loss. So I'm expected to lose between £1 and £2 per week, and a total of £4 to £8 across the course of the 4 weeks. So you can sort of give yourself a bit of an idea as to what you could lose over the course of the month. And it's a great place to start. So I am using this every single day for the next 4 weeks to set my targets, to track my data, so you can see that it works, so that you can obviously then go and use it yourself whenever you're ready.